It's Channel Grim and Grin's Monster Bites, the Silent Screams. This episode, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. The Hunchback of Notre Dame from 1923 is the first of the great Universal monster movies. It is a film of epic scale with incredible sets, countless extras, and most importantly, Lon Chaney. The film is based on an 1831 Victor Hugo novel, which was written in an attempt to drum up interest in the building, which had fallen into disrepair. It succeeded so well in this that I think most people these days can't look at Notre Dame or read the word Notre Dame without thinking about the Hunchback. In the same way that the Phantom of the Opera is intrinsically linked to the Paris Opera House, and good old Nessie is linked to Loch Ness, the Hunchback has become synonymous with Notre Dame, and whenever I think of the building and when I was in Paris, it's the 1923 version of the Hunchback that is what pops into my mind. The film is the definition of a classic with insane sets, costumes, props, and acting, specifically Lon Chaney's acting. There is one part in the film where, through the use of multiple sets that are tied together in editing, it looks as though he climbs all the way down the face of Notre Dame, swinging off of gargoyles and poles as if he's some kind of monkey man. I cannot even imagine how difficult it was to do this in his costume, which specifically was made to restrict his mobility and force upon him the Hunchback's movements. I'm not even sure I could do any of these swings without having a mobility harness restricting my spine from moving, but he's doing it like a Class A acrobat. Speaking of the face of Notre Dame, the building itself is not actually featured in this film even once. But you wouldn't know that by watching the movie. That's because the sets and the props are so insane that despite the fact that it's shot entirely in California, you really do feel like they're in Paris. Supposedly Notre Dame is a set in the close-ups and a miniature in the long shots, but you don't even need to suspend your disbelief once, it just looks like Notre Dame. The film apparently, this is pulled from Wikipedia, cost $1,250,000 to make, and that's in 1923 money, and you can see that they didn't waste a cent of it. And so 1923's The Hunchback of Notre Dame. It's a movie that I think every single film fan should see at least once. So if you have not done so yet, this October is your time.